everyone, it's Joelle Dyanne, and you are tuned in to Do or Dyanne, the ish you wish you knew. Today I'm going to be talking to you all a little bit about my wellness journey, how I've kind of like got it re-kickstarted, and how I lost 14 pounds in the month of March. And then for anybody who tuned into my last video, when I said you got to protect the curls, this is what I was talking about. No heat damage, you know? But that's not what we're talking about today. Also, just want to note, today is my Delta-versary. So I have officially been a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated for the past 4 years. So hello all of my sorors, and happy Delta-versary to my line sisters. I love you all so much. But yeah, like I said, not what this video is about. So if you're interested in learning about my wellness journey, please stay tuned. So first I want to tell you all a little bit about my background and how I got back into the swing of things when it comes to living healthy, exercising, etc., etc. And then I'm going to take you through the 4 steps and how I lost the 14 pounds last month. So to start off, I grew up like pretty athletic. I played volleyball throughout high school, captain of the varsity team, probably not because of skill, but more so because of spirit. Won the most spirited award every year. But anyway, played varsity volleyball at school, travel volleyball during the winter. So I was definitely very active. In college, I didn't play any organized sports, but I definitely like went to the gym, participated in intramural sports, that type of thing. So I stayed active. 2018, I was probably in the best shape of my life. When I was going through grad school, I was consistently working out. I worked out almost every night. So I would get out of class at 10 p.m. and go to Gold's Gym with Easy. So Easy, thank you for keeping me motivated during that time. But everything kind of changed towards the end of 2018, 2019. Sorry if this is TMI or if I have any guys watching. Thank you so much for supporting and tuning in. But I am about to tell you about birth control. So women have this thing where, you know, we need birth control sometimes if you choose to. It's definitely a choice. But so I got on birth control for the first time and realized or learned that I was hormone sensitive. So I did the Mirena, which is a hormonal IUD. And after putting it or getting it in, I ended up gaining like 35 pounds in 2019. And even if I was working out or whatever, I was not losing weight. I was just gaining weight. It messed with my skin. I think I had a little like spout with depression. So definitely very hormone sensitive, and I had to remove it. So I got it out, and that kind of was the start of my like get back journey. But yeah, that was really like the point where I decided, okay, I have to like regain myself. I didn't really notice that I gained so much weight. But now, like, looking back at pictures and things like that, I'm like, wow, like, low-key, I'm a house compared to where I was. I've always been thick. I've never been small. Like, don't get me wrong. I've always been on the larger side. But when I hit that 200-pound mark, to me, that did something to my mental. Like, that kind of, like, messed me up a little bit. So my goal was to get back under 200. My ultimate goal is to hit like 165, but we'll see if that happens. But yeah, so that's really like what jump-started my journey just to better health. But really, when I went on my trip to Vancouver with my best friend Simone and seeing all my best friends from college and just how healthy and excited about fitness they are, like everybody's kind of gotten into this fitness lifestyle type thing now. And they looked great. And it's not even that I was thinking that I'm big or any, like, I'm very confident, if you haven't noticed, like, outspoken, I'm sure of myself, like, I am confident. But it was just kind of still in the back of my head, like, wow, you gotta, like, make changes, like, keep up, Joe, because I'm competitive. You gotta keep up. So yeah, that really started it, and that was at the beginning of March, and I came home, and it was in my mind that I was making these changes. So that's how I got started, and now I will go into how I lost the 14 pounds last month. I am going to be following along on my list, just so I don't talk y'all's ears off to death, because I'm a chatty Cathy, and I can talk. Number 1, eating habits and lifestyle change. So when I got back, I made the decision that I was going to start meal prepping and drinking a gallon of water a day. But then I also started the Arbonne 30 Days to Healthier Living. So if you haven't heard of Arbonne, it's vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO products. They have skincare products as well as nutritional supplements. I fell in love with this stuff. So the Arbonne 30 Days to Healthier Living is a non-restrictive lifestyle suggestion. It's not even a diet, and I'm not going to call it a diet because it's not. They do have certain restrictions and things that they suggest that you cut out. For instance, dairy, gluten, which I did. So really happy about that. But it's really just supposed to kickstart your healthier journey with sustainable things that you can do forever if you wanted to. So every day I was having a protein shake for breakfast, which was packed with like greens and berries, anything that's like low on the glycemic scale or whatever. You could have some blueberries, strawberries, things like that. But yeah, protein shake for breakfast. Then I would have a lunch. So for lunch, really, I could have anything, but you want to stick to like chicken. I stuck to chicken and salmon. That's really what I eat for the most part. I don't eat beef or pork. I haven't since 8th grade. So it was really easy for me to kind of implement this, but I was doing salads or even pastas. And like I said, this is a gluten-free diet, but there are so many options out there. For instance, I had chickpea pasta, black bean pasta, and these are made with plant-based flours, so they are gluten-free and packed with protein. So it's so yummy. So don't think that this is something where like you're giving up everything you enjoy eating. Like there's so many ways to get around things or to substitute things to make them like gluten and dairy free. But then also you were allowed snacks. Like you can snack. I brought out all my healthy snacks because y'all just don't even understand how many options there are. Like, the world is honestly changing, and like when you can get chips that are made out of cauliflower and chickpeas and never fried, there's options for us out there, like to choose healthier. My sister's a nutritionist, so her hearing me say these things is probably gonna like make her world. But thank you, Jillian, for like always encouraging us to eat healthier. I will just put that out there now. But yeah, there's so many options in terms of like snacking healthy, adding in those good fats to your diet. My favorite food is avocado. Fun fact. It doesn't have to be guacamole, doesn't have to be mixed with anything. I can eat avocado on the half shell, okay? Like cut it in half, give me a spoon, and I'm good. But then, so I'm implementing those healthy fats. So that's what I was eating. Like I wasn't starving myself. Some days I wouldn't even get to my second dinner smoothie protein shake, because I was so full from the breakfast one and my lunch or different snacks and things like that. Before this, I was drinking coffee and water and alcohol and whatever mixers I did with alcohol. So drinking only water, cutting out coffee. So Arbonne, another restriction is that it is an alkaline-based diet or whatever. So all their products are alkaline-based. So you want to cut out the acids from your diet. So that's coffee and vinegar and those type of things that you're used to probably using on an everyday basis. I was drinking 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day and like balsamic vinegar. Oh, so good. So you want to start avoiding those products. But they also provide like a detox tea, which I had every morning, and I would put a fizz stick, which is their little like caffeine powder in it, and it would get me through the day. And I love starting my morning with my tizzy. So there are like so many supplements available to help you kind of ease off of these things that you just really don't realize how they're impacting your body. But like I said, water, gallon a day. Also, I had a dry March, which was dreadful, but so necessary. I'm not going to say I'm an alcoholic or anything, but do I like drinking wine at my friend Maya's house, like every weeknight? Of course, so having to cut that out, or choosing to cut that out, was definitely difficult, but so worth it. I think it just gave my body an opportunity to just detox. So yeah. Oh, and then intermittent fasting. I actually did that by accident, I think, more so. But if you're not familiar, intermittent fasting is choosing like an 8-hour window during the day to consume your foods. So outside of that 8 hours, you're just doing water. Yeah, pretty much. So I wasn't really making my first shake until like noonish. I was eating dinner, or having another shake by like 8 p.m. So really within that 8-hour window. It was completely by accident, so I don't know if it like had any effect on my weight loss, but if you want to give it a try, it's worth it. Number 2, exercise. So I feel like this is going to be like people's least favorite of everything, but it's necessary. Unless you're a bodybuilder and you absolutely love it, you just got to push through it, and you'll learn to love it. You'll learn to just get used to it. All habits are formed eventually. So I switched to a cardio-based routine. My goal is to really shed before I focus on like rebuilding muscle and things like that. So cardio is the way to do that. I need to shed. Like I just need my frame to go like that. Okay. I actually started a challenge because I'm most motivated when I have like a goal to hit. So if you're not already, be sure to follow on Instagram _flow, FLOW with WITH Joe, JOE. That is my fitness and wellness page, so you can follow along my journey. I also provide workouts, recipes, things like that. But I also do a monthly challenge, which I started in March, so it's fairly new. But March's challenge was the March Mile Madness. Yeah, March Mile Madness. So that was 60 miles in the month of March. And I didn't start until like maybe March 5th. So that was really 60 miles in like 25 days, which was hard. Not going to lie. Like if you're a runner, then that's probably nothing to you. But for me, who wasn't running for like the past year, like that was a lot. I actually on the last day had to run 8 miles and did it, period. Like I did it, and it felt so good to do it. Like I am the type of person, like I said, I'm motivated when I have a goal and I crush that goal, and I'm proud. Like I am so proud of myself for doing that. I knew that I needed to space them out better. I knew that I shouldn't have skipped certain days. So on that last day when I had 8 miles to do, that's on me, and I did it. So I'm super happy about that. And in the month of April, we have the 5x5K challenge, which is completing a 5K, whether it's on the treadmill, outdoors, if you can go outdoors, or elliptical 5 times per week. So there's 4 weeks in April. That's essentially 25K per week, so 100K for the month of April. So if you'd like to join in, like I said, go to the Flow with Joe page, screenshot the challenge, which is in the highlights, and post it to your story every day that you run the 5K. Check it off. I'll repost, motivate, hopefully. So yeah, join in if you're interested. I started yesterday, which was April 2nd. So let's see if I finish. I will. But next, sauna. So a lot of people aren't going to have access to the sauna right now, especially with gyms closed and things like that. But if you do have access, or when we get to go back outside, I love the sauna. I use the sauna after every run or almost every run as a recovery tool. And that's also where I would do like my core and my squats and any other exercises I want to implement other than running. I would do them in the sauna. It relaxes your muscles. I didn't experience any soreness the entire month of March. And I know weight training is usually what like makes someone sore, but the sauna just really helps your body to recover after a workout. So I highly recommend that. And it helps you shed a few more calories as you're sweating so much more. Lastly, the holy grail of sweatbands, my prized possession. I actually love Sweet Sweat. This is actually the first time I met my boyfriend, Daryl, on Instagram, the love story of the century. But the first time he slid in my DMs, I'm pretty sure it was like, ooh, Sweet Sweat. And I was like, yeah, so lit, love them. So that's how I met my boyfriend. But yes, I've had this one for about 2-3 years. This is a size medium. And I was doing some research because I felt like the medium just didn't give me enough coverage. And I ordered it from Groupon, and I think they didn't really give size options. So when it came, I didn't know any better. But I was doing some research, and the large is substantially just more coverage than the medium. Like substantially. So now I actually wear them both. So I'll do the large on my lower abdomen area to cover like the hips and the love handles and all that, the fupa, you know. And then I'll do the medium up top on my upper abdominal area. So I get a full coverage of my entire torso, and I sweat like a pig, like so much. I sweat so much. But yeah, whatever. Feels good to sweat sometimes. So that was my workout routine, like pretty much every day, getting at least 30 minutes of activity in. Nothing too strenuous. Number 3, your attitude, or my attitude, because sometimes I have a nasty one. But
why would you do that?
But you have to change just like your attitude and your outlook when you are starting this journey, because you want it to be long lasting. Like, this is not something you're just doing for a month. This is something you want to implement for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your attitude and accountability is just so important in this, starting this journey and losing weight or whatever your goal is. So first, not beating myself up. Like, I lied a little bit earlier. I said I had a dry March.
That's not completely true.
I cheated twice. One time I went to the bar with Maya, and I was drinking my little seltzer waters with lime, you know, like I was doing great. And then one of the bartenders gave us a shot of tequila, and like, it would have been rude for me to have said no. So he already poured it. I took the shot. Or one time me and my family were hanging out, and they were making margaritas and eating cheese and crackers, dairy and gluten. So I had a margarita and some cheese and crackers, and I didn't beat myself up over it. I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, if you start beating yourself up over the decisions you're making and you plan on for this to be long term, you're never going to make it. You're going to say, oh man, I've already drank, might as well drink again, might as well eat again, blah, blah, blah. I'm not cutting out dairy and gluten for the rest of my life. I'm eating it in moderation, and I have to understand that. I'm not cutting out alcohol for the rest of my life. Me having a shot of tequila, which is probably one of the lowest calorie drinks anyway, isn't going to kill me. So it's just like getting in your mind that the decisions you make, you have to stick with and just move forward. Like, don't beat yourself up over a decision that you made. Next, accountability. So I have a girl, this is a group. I talked to you all a little bit about my trip to Vancouver and how that really just jump-started this like fitness part of the wellness journey. But we've actually continued talking in that group every day since Vancouver, and they have become my accountability partners. I have another accountability group, and I'm about to get on y'all because I don't think we talk about fitness enough. Like, our group is literally called Fit Fam, and we don't do that enough. We definitely talk about it sometimes, but not enough. So I'm about to get on y'all. But in my Vancouver group, like, we share photos every day of us working out, share exercise ideas, like, just talk about how good we feel and how good we look and compliment each other. And it's just like, I love that. I love y'all. Like, I love y'all. Thank you. Like, and I'm about to get emotional and I don't know why. Like, but to have people who support you and, like, actually, I do know why. I'm about to start my period. But to have people who support you and motivate you and who are in it with you, like, is super important. So get you a girl group, get you a guy group, get you whoever, and push each other and motivate each other and encourage each other and tell each other, this is not just today, this is your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's been huge for me. And then lastly, I talk to myself a lot. One of my favorite influencers is Dana Chanel. She's like a Christian entrepreneur. She's doing amazing work. She's the Curl Bible lady, like, amazing work. But she also posts her workouts from time to time. And one thing she says, in which I'm paraphrasing, is, I'm a slave to nothing and no one except for myself, or something like that, or not even myself. And that, to me, like, really resonated. Like, your mind is your most powerful tool, and what you tell yourself is so, so important. So, like, when I'm running, I'm talking to myself, Joe, you got this. 1 more mile. Joe, you're halfway. Like, don't stop. Joe, don't not go in the sauna. You want to go in the sauna. Like, I literally talk to myself, and I think that's so important because your mind, you just have to train it to speak good to yourself. So thank you for that tip, because that's definitely pushed me this month too. And then number 4, and last but not least, sleep. Your girl loves sleep. I could literally sleep 28 hours in a day, okay? Like, if you don't wake me up, my alarm doesn't wake me up, if I don't start getting texts, I'm asleep. I'm a night owl, so sometimes I'm not going to sleep until like 4 or 5 in the morning, but that means I'm not going to wake up until noon, 1, especially right now when we can't even go out. Like, we're working from home or working on personal content and things like that, and I have the time to sleep in. I'm getting my 7 to 8 hours of recommended sleep, and that is so important. If you're doing this and you're just starting out and you're getting back in the gym, your body's going to be tired, and you have to give it the opportunity to reset. So I love my sleep. I encourage everyone to get their sleep. Like, it's just so important to refreshing your body. You got to sleep. But yeah, I think that's like really for the gist of what I did for the month. So I didn't like implement anything crazy or like go out of my way to like lose weight or anything like that. But I think making these small changes had a big impact. And it's not something that I'm going to stop now. It's just something that I'm going to continue to implement in my life. Like, I spent way too much money on these snacks to not eat them, you know? So it's like making small changes really has an impact. Losing the weight is kind of a bonus on the side. I think my body, that's just telling me that my body was in such a state of like distress, and I was putting so much toxic stuff in it that it just shed as soon as I started putting the good things in it. Because like I said, my exercise wasn't that strenuous when you really look at me just running the 60 miles. So my goals for April: stay committed to my challenge, stay committed to my running, not really focus on the scale as much, really just make sure that my body's feeling good. My birthday's in May, so I'm trying to be like birthday ready, even though I think we're going to be in the house. God, the emotions. Oh God, I don't even want to think about it. Okay, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up being in the house for my 25th, which I'm trying to come to terms with. But yeah, this is a lifestyle now. So shout out to everybody starting their journeys or who are well into their journeys. But let's stay motivated together. If you have any tips, tricks, or advice on how to maintain your wellness journey, please drop them in the comments. If you want any information on the Arbonne, hit me up on Instagram, whether it's the Do or Dyanne Instagram handle or _ Flow with Joe or _ Joelle Dyanne, or you can do DOORDYANNE@gmail.com, and I am more than happy to talk to you about these products. And yeah, like if there's anything else you want to know, please leave that in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, alert, all of that. But thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is Joelle Dyanne, and this is Do or Dyanne.